Hey, it's Sam. Welcome to BNS About Movies. This week, The Strange Vengeance of Rosalie from 1972.
Your breath. Rosalie will.
What's your name, kid?
Rosalie?
That's a nice name. I'm Virgil Young.
Hi.
Hi yourself.
Danger. Rosalie.
You're gonna get us both killed.
Rosalie. First she loves. Then she kills.
Anybody ever tries to love me again, I'll kill him.
Then she goes out to collect the next victim.
Young lady, I'm speaking to you. What's going on here?
Always dreamed of having someone on my own.
Most folks know Jack Starr from playing his Gabby Haynes-like character in Blazing Saddles. Maybe they know him from biker movies like Born Losers and Hell's Angels on Wheels. Or some of the other movies he directed, like Run Angel Run, Nom's Angels, Slaughter, Race of the Devil, Cleopatra Jones, or Hollywood Man. Man, how about Strange Vengeance of Rosalie, though? Virgil, played by Ken Howard, the White Shadow, is a traveling salesman who thinks, at first, he's got some easy sex with a girl he meets on the road named Rosalie, played by Bonnie Bedelia. But she's too young, he's too nice of a guy, and while things feel a little weird, they're only going to get weirder. Based on The Chicken by Miles Tripp, this was written by SAS soldier and sculptor Anthony Greenville Bell, who also wrote the script for Theater of Blood, another movie produced by his co-writer John Cohn. Rosalie's a character who can only come out of fiction, a feral wild child who is also hopelessly gorgeous, yet starts the film burying someone and spends most of the movie decimating Virgil, leading to him breaking his leg and living like misery years before that book was even written. She has a dream that her grandfather had a house, a place where she makes Virgil into a near invalid, where only one other person encounters them, Fry, played by Anthony Zerbe, a total scumbag who just wants the gold buried somewhere near the house. And by house, I mean a falling apart shack somewhere in the dusty and abandoned American Southwest. Also known as Someone to Watch Over Me, this movie somehow finds you cheering for Rosalie, as Virgil is the white-class upper man who is brought low by sexual appeal, while by the ability for her to appear at once helpless and capable. For a movie with only one extended location and two characters that take up much of the running time, it works. Bonnie Bedelia is great in it. Is any wonder why she ended up in Needful Things in Salem's Lot? Maybe U of M grad Steve King was karmically paying her back for outright stealing so much for Misery and her character from that movie. But, you know, who's to say? Maybe let's add another movie on that. So, let's do it. How about...
With a single man with kickers to gear, stay as she goes, not long overdrive. Get on down the highway at the speed of light. All I wanna feel is the wind in my eyes. With stacks of money in my pocket and all systems ready to go. Hear the engines roar now. Hear the engines roar now. Hear the engines roar now. Hear the engines roar now.
Well, it stinks.
This doesn't go with that movie at all. Extraterrestrial Visitors from 1983. Juan Picar Simon made Pieces and Slugs. So, man, we should love him. He also made Supersonic Man, The Rift, Cthulhu Mansion, which I love all those movies. You probably would hate them. With this movie, he's going to challenge us a bit. Los Nuevos Extraterrestres was meant to be a frightening movie about an alien on a murderous rampage. Then an E.T. came out, and people probably thought, who better than the man that made Pieces to create a clone of Spielberg's family classic? It starts with poachers trying to get alien eggs they found in the woods and getting killed in the process, as well as a rock band. Then Tommy, Oscar Martin, our child protagonist, brings one of the eggs home and helps it hatch. At one point, he gets a new telekinetic friend he calls Trumpy, a name that has not aged well. Meanwhile, the band, Rick, Ian, Sarah, Kendall from Pieces, his genitals have healed well as he still has a roving eye, though. His girlfriend, Laura, Susan Bequer, who shows up in Hostel Part 2, Kathy, Sarah Palmer, and Tracy, Maria Albert, along with the hitchhiker named Sharon, played by Nina Ferrer, they found on the way, show up at Tommy's house, and Laura still soon dies, with a Big Dipper symbol on her forehead, which happens after she's attacked by Trumpy's mother, and falls off a cliff. I can't even finish that sentence. Oh my God, this movie. This movie alternates between sweet moments of joy between alien and child versus anger alien mother killing people left and right before being shot tons of times by Rick after she kills Tommy's angry Uncle Bill, played by Manuel Piero. The boy and alien say their goodbyes and Rick, didn't we just watch Bambi's murderous mother get killed? Has anyone learned anything in this? Is Trumpy growing to grow up and murder us all? Film Ventures International, of course, released this as Pod People, and the credits appear on top of blurred footage from a whole different movie, Don Dohler's Galaxy Invader. And hey, if Tommy's room feels familiar, it's the same room Timmy did his dirty puzzle in Pieces. Is this movie in the same universe as Pieces? Is that house haunted? Are we to believe that the residual energy from that led to this? I have no idea who this movie's for, but I have to respect the lengths it takes to tell you it was shot in America. One of my favorite things of European movies is like Tommy's bedroom has so many Boston sports pennants to the point that you question why are there so many of them. Start to realize that no, this didn't come from America. There's not a sequel in the same world as E.T., no matter what they want to tell you. Most kids have like one or two pennants. They don't have one for every sports team. Kids like specialize. The chocolate of alien murder in the woods and the peanut butter of human and alien childhood friendship does not taste great, but it sure is fascinating. Trumpy legitimately looks like an alien to the point where if you told me that this was like something that came from Groom Lake and they abducted it and took it to Europe and said, let's shoot this, will you use a real alien in a movie and not tell people? I believe you. Sure. This came out from Severin on Blu-ray, as it should. Like, there's a lot of insane E.T. ripoffs. There's, at least 2 adult versions that I can think of. The sequel to E.T. was going to be Dark Skies prequel sequel. It would have upset kids. What E.T. originally was, Dark Skies, was even more upsetting to kids. I mean, I didn't sleep after Close Encounters. I'm so glad I didn't see Extraterrestrial Visitors when I was a little kid, because I probably would have never slept again. Anyways, this is BNS About Movies, bringing together movies that nobody cares about together as one to make a show that nobody listens to. I'm Sam. You can reach me at bnsaboutmovies@gmail.com. The site that nobody goes to is at bnsaboutmovies.com. That's bands about movies. If you're like, why isn't this site all about rock bands and movies? No, sometimes it is, but it's really B and S about movies. Have a great day.